Farmerville as the Farmers take on the Oak Grove Tigers in the third game of the regular season. I'm Roy Pettmiller along with Fred Eubanks, Steve Dooley on the camera tonight. Here in Farmerville, Louisiana, the Farmers hosting the Tigers. Back deep to receive number 13, Miko Murphy. And a high spinning kick taken by number 4, Christopher Woods, and he'll down it there at about the 32-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Farmers. The Farmers come in this evening 0-2, as do the Tigers from Oak Grove. And so unlike in years past, Fred, we're looking at a couple of teams that need their first win.
I think they're going to be very hungry, so this could be a hard-fought contest. It might be obviously a very exciting ball game because I know we are very hungry, and just judging by Farmerville, I think they are too.
On the field, the defense for the Tigers, Cole McNeil at nose guard, David Key at right tackle, at left tackle, Lee Zonbrecker. Excuse me, 71, Caleb Shelton. And they run left there as that 5, Hendricks.
Good play by the defensive end and the linebacker over there for Oak Grove. Our defense really read that well, so very impressed.
Nick Van Maal over there on the right end for the Tigers, stopping that one for less than a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Farmers. Working from the shotgun is Woods. Hands the ball off to Hendricks again. Hendricks caught at the line, and down he goes. And he picks up another foot or so, and it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Justin Harper with some nice defensive aggressiveness there.
Justin being the welcome wagon there for the Oak Grove defense and wrapping up Hendricks as he's unable to penetrate the Tiger defense. 3rd down and 9. And the Oak Grove offense held strong last week a couple of times and really looked like they had improved.
That's just what I was just to comment on, Roy. We were starting to see some penetration last week against Franklin Parish, and so I think we're picking up where we left off.
It's a throwing down. Woods under center, rolls, gives it to the tailback Hendricks, and he's thrown for a loss back to the 30-yard line. Trinston Jackson, number 31, with the stop. He was in there quickly.
Yeah, great read by Trinston, and that's I think we're starting to see a lot more aggressiveness with our defense. They're starting to be a lot more comfortable, and so we certainly didn't see that the first week against Rayville.
Adam Ferret on to punt for the Farmers. Back deep for the Tigers is Clay Howard, number 21. This will be the first punt of the evening, and Trinston Jackson hustling over there to cover one of those possible receivers. And great punt. Howard takes it, and he turns the corner. Clay Howard still on his feet. A little room over there. Tries to turn back in and stopped, but not until he crosses the 45 out to the 47-yard line for the Tigers. And it'll be 1st and 10 with great field position for Oak Grove.
About a 20-yard return, a little over a 20-yard return by Clay right there, Roy. And I think he has a lot of potential. He seems to see the field very well, and I think he's only going to get better and better.
Cody Gregory leads the offense onto the field for the Tigers with 9:45 left in the first quarter. The Tigers' first offensive possession begins now. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. In the backfield are Russell and Pettmiller. At the wing is Justin Shelton, number 1. Gregory takes the snap, gives it off to Russell, and Russell through the middle and picks up 6 out to the 50, or out to the 47 of the Farmers.
What'd you have to drink before the ball?
Exactly. I got one of those McFlurries at McDonald's and too many M&Ms, Fred.
He was actually just about 6 inches from breaking that all the way. I think and we've all been waiting on that because Peyton is several times we've seen that in the first 2 ball games.
Got a little stiffness in that right leg, looks like, but he's going to be all right. Gregory under center. Gives to Russell again. Russell has the first down around the Farmer 42. And it'll be a first down for the Tigers with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Well, actually, they mark it back at the 43, but they do give them the first down.
Real good spot, but instead of getting the first down by 1.5 yards, we got it by 6 inches.
A few inches, exactly.
Well, I saw Peyton just then. He was running, and he actually had a little surge right there at the end. I think he is ready to go tonight. I'm expecting a big night out of him.
Gregory rolls, pitches to Petmiller. Joey turns it around the corner, and Joey's got a little room, turns it back in. Still on his feet. Got into Justin Shelton there, or he might have been able to spin free. Down inside the 15-yard line at about the 11 is where they'll spot it. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All you can say right there is that was good balance.
A 31-yard run with the tailback there, Joey Petmiller.
Yeah, I think Joey is actually got some moves that, you know, some people didn't realize that he had. Some people think he's a straight-ahead runner, but he's actually got a little shiftiness there, and we're starting to see more of that every ball game, Roy.
So here we go at 1st and 10 from the 11. And, of course, that's almost 1st and goal to go, folks, as Gregory brings them up under center with 8:15 left in the first quarter. And looks like Grant Traylor got mixed up on the snap count and just leveled one of the defensive linemen for the Farmers.
You know, and you do hate to see people jump off sides, but I will say that Grant fired off the line, so that's positive from a standpoint that I was impressed at how quickly he got to the defensive, and I think the defense was too.
They were very surprised. So it's 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line for the Tigers, and really gave them a little more room to operate down there. And it's still 1st down. Gregory bringing the Tigers up under center here. Russell and Petmiller in the backfield is going to pitch it to Joey around that right side. And a great tackle over there by number 2, Monte Johnson, to catch Joey for another loss of about 3 back to the 19-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 18.
Good open field tackle by the Farmerville defender, cornerback over there. And unfortunately, Clay just let his block get away from him, or that play probably would have went for big yards.
So the Tigers 2nd down here on the 19-yard line. And you know, Fred, last week we drove the field 2 or 3 different times and were denied inside the 20. That one goes to Harper. Justin Harper caught for another loss. So back to the 21-yard line, where it'll bring up 3rd down and 20.
Well, apparently it looks like Farmerville's made some defensive adjustments, and a lot of times when you get down to the other end, that adrenaline will get to flowing, and so we're going to have to show that we want it worse than they want it.
So the Farmers defense standing firm here early in the game with the Tigers deep in their own territory. Gregory throws over the middle, and it's complete to number 2, Justin Harper, for the score. A 21-yard touchdown pass from Cody Gregory to Justin Harper, and the Tigers lead 6-0.
That's just an excellent call by the coaching staff for Oak Grove, because there's no doubt about it, Farmerville was not expecting that, and a lot of times, I'll be honest with you, I'm real good at calling plays too, and that one caught me totally by surprise. So
6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Kendrick Jackson on to attempt the extra point. Jimmy Petmiller holding. And it's wide to the right, and it's 6-0 with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Oak Grove leading Farmerville. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors. Welcome back as Jackson sets up to kick off for the Tigers. They lead the Farmerville Farmers 6-0. Back deep for the Farmers are about 5 or 6 different speedsters. High spinning kick taken by number 13, Miko Murphy. Murphy spins loose from 1 or 2, but then he's down about where he caught the football at the 27.5, 28-yard line.
Must be an official's timeout. Water break.
Official timeout for a water break here after the kickoff. Surprising they didn't take it then. Well, Fred, we We saw this last week, and of course the weather has been wonderful the first 3 weeks of the football season, when ordinarily it's just blistering hot. At Oak Grove, we played 2 straight home games to open the season. The first one against Rayville, second one against Franklin Parish. As you folks probably already know, we dropped both of those games. We didn't look very good at the Rayville game at all, but then last week against Franklin Parish, things began to look up considerably, and we came into tonight with better spirits, really believing in this young Oak Grove Tiger football team.
Yeah, there's certainly was a lot of room for improvement after the Rayville game, and but as we've always seen, every week we get a little bit better, and I think that's the true mark of any team, whether it's you know, a 7-3 team, an 8-1 team, I mean an 8-2 or whatever. You know, we certainly want to see improvement week to week.
Woods calls his own number, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe another one there. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as Anthony Woods, A.J. Woods, the ball carrier for Farmerville. And yeah, the measure of a team is not necessarily in their early one-loss record, and we don't have to say that very often. I remember back in 2001, we went down to Winfield for the first game of the season and got blistered convincingly. We wound up 1-4 going into district play that year and won the state championship.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. How good you get from the start to the finish.
Well, the defense for Oak Grove held firm last time. This time Woods dumps it off to Murphy. And Murphy caught over there by Harper, number 7, Lee Zonbrecker. Having trouble seeing those numbers tonight.
Yeah, good read by Lee. He was Johnny on the spot, and so certainly the defense right now is really shining.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a long 8 yards to go from near the 30-yard line, and the Tiger defense still able to stop this Farmerville team, as Woods back there with number 5, Hendricks. And of course Hendricks was the ball carrier for the first offensive series, the first couple of downs. Looks like he may actually get another opportunity. Well, they're going to go deep. Jackson is there, makes the interception, comes back. Here comes Kendrick Jackson all the way down the right-hand sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 25 at the 24-yard line of the Farmers. And Kendrick Jackson with the interception on 3rd down.
Am I correct in that that's our first interception of the season?
That's our very first one. It certainly is.
Of course, what's really nice about that is that's a young man's a freshman.
Absolutely.
And, I know Clay had a super year last year as a freshman, and we know what he can do. And it looks like we might have, before the end of the season, we might have a good pass defensive team.
1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 23-yard line of the Farmers. Jimmy Petmiller brings the offense onto the field with Russell and Joey Petmiller in the backfield. 2 men split wide, Jackson to the left and Gayfield to the right. Petmiller under center. Takes the snap, gives it off to brother Joey. Joey through the line of scrimmage and then caught it about the 20-yard line, a 3-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 7.
Actually, that was a good defensive play by Cleveland, number 15 for Farmerville, because I really thought Joey had a lot of run room, and he actually closed the hole pretty quickly.
LaKeldrick Freeman, the man on the tackle there, and they say they're going to call that one back and assess a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers for illegal procedure, which will be 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 7.
I would have thought that would have been a dead ball foul. I never did hear the whistle or anything like that. I don't know, kind of a strange call.
So they call the movement penalty against the Tigers, and it's 1st down and 15 from the 28-yard line, excuse me, as Jimmy Petmiller, number 16, brings the Tigers up to the line. Same offensive set. Gives off to Russell. And Peyton gets it back down to about the 25, 24-yard line. They'll mark it at the 25.
Well, our offensive line certainly is making this is it's still a work in progress.
Timeout on the field. Oak Grove leading the Farmers 6-0 here in Farmerville with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back. Welcome back as the Tigers come back on the field after talking to Coach Dalrymple for a few minutes. Jimmy Pettmiller brings them up to the line of scrimmage. This time they do have Justin Shelton in there at the flanker position. Wing back, Russell at fullback, Joey Pettmiller at tailback. 2nd down and 12 from the 25-yard line. And a broken play as Jimmy, unable to hang on to the snap, got bumped going through, looks like, and wasn't able to hang on, and a big loss on the play back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, just kind of mishandled it a little bit. I faked a handoff, and I don't know, it kind of, he and the running back collided just a little bit and bobbled the ball, and that kind of messed up the timing, but there was still just a lot of penetration by the defensive line then, Roy.
3rd and 20 from the 33 as Jimmy Pettmiller brings the play back into the huddle. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oak Grove leading Farmerville 6-0. It was 3rd and long a few minutes earlier when Oak Grove scored the first score of the evening, and they're going to call a delay of game after the play clock ran out as the Tigers were trying to get the play in, and that'll be 3rd and 25 yards to go from the 38-yard line.
Might be my imagination, but that was sure a quick 25 seconds.
I have no idea. I was not watching the play clock, but evidently the back judge was. And the play clock starts, and the Tigers head back up to the line of scrimmage with their work cut out for them here on 3rd and very, very long. We are in 2-down territory, though, as Jimmy looks to throw. Throws deep for Jackson. And incomplete as Jackson and number 13, Miko Murphy, both getting the opportunity for the ball there. Jimmy didn't stretch that one out there quite as far as he needed to.
Yeah, kind of threw that one up for grabs. Fortunately, Kendrick made sure the defensive ball player who was actually in position to make the interception didn't get it. Normally you would see that kind of pass if you had like a tall receiver and a short defensive back. So that comes with experience. We all know that.
Jimmy capable of throwing it much farther than that. Evidently misjudging the speed of Jackson there slightly. So it's 4th down and 25 yards to go from the 37-yard line. Looks to throw, gets it off, but it's batted down. Number 35 knocks it down as Jimmy throws it just before getting leveled by Chandler Phillips.
Matt Eubanks, actually number 51, is the one that actually put pressure there on Jimmy. So
they turn it over on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Farmers at the 37-yard line.
And I just want to make sure everybody knows Matt Eubanks is no relation. It's just a good name.
Just a great name, absolutely. So the Farmers with Woods under center. Hendricks in the backfield. The pitch goes to 21, the tailback. He's almost run down from behind. And finally out near midfield with a 1st down is number 21, Brown.
That's just great effort by that young man, because we certainly had 5 people out there to make a tackle, and for some reason we couldn't corral him.
Ladrian Brown, the ball carrier. And the Farmers have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. And that was a lot of second effort there by Brown. And Oak Grove just one step away a couple of times from stopping that one near the line of scrimmage, because he's back there 9 yards deep where he's starting. They throw it out to Murphy. Murphy slowed down, still on his feet though. Another 1st down for the Farmers as 21 Clay Howard finally makes the tackle at the Oak Grove 39-yard line.
Definitely a little bit better play calling by the Farmers there. first 3 downs they sure kind of lulled us to sleep. So apparently they do have a few tricks in the bag.
They got more than what they were showing the first series of downs, that's for sure. So the Tigers, after a couple of successful Farmerville plays, being challenged here up the middle, and Hendricks gets about 2 yards down to the 37.
Cole McNeil with a nice stop for the Tigers. Tried to catch us sleeping right there, a little quick hitter. And sometimes you can pop those for big yardage, but fortunately we were waiting on them.
2nd down and 8 with 1:45 left in the first quarter. Oak Grove with a 6-0 lead over the Farmers here, but the Farmers driving the football now with Woods under center. He gives it off to Brown, number 21 again, and Justin Shelton in the ball game. There, pulls him down at the 35, a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
He was just a run for some big yardage, so if Justin had I think he would have easily picked up the first down if Justin hadn't been there for that stop.
Shelton coming in from that safety position to save the play, save the game there. And Woods sends 2 men to the left. He's got 2 in the backfield with him. Farmers with big, tall 3-point stance. Miko Murphy. And Murphy down after a gain of 2 at the 33-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 4 from the 33-yard line for the Farmers.
Excellent defense by Clay. Certainly we played that a lot better that time than we did the first time they ran that play, and so I think we've kind of got that one figured out.
30 seconds left here in the first quarter as the Farmers drawing on into Oak Grove territory here.
Big 4th down here, Roy.
Hendricks splits wide to the right. Woods looks his way. They throw it across the middle, and he's got it. Kendrick Jackson pulls him down at the 15-yard line, where it'll be 1st down Farmers. As soon as the chains are moved, there's only 9 seconds left here in the first quarter, and very likely time will expire in the first quarter before they get the play off.
Yeah, just a great play then by the quarterback. He really threaded the needle because actually Kendrick didn't have bad coverage on the play.
And time will expire here in the first quarter as the Farmerville Farmers have it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of the Tigers. They'll switch ends of the field and start the second quarter after this word from our sponsors. Welcome back for the start of the second quarter. The Farmerville Farmers knocking on the door here as we begin the second quarter. They trail Oak Grove 6-0. The Farmers at the 15-yard line of the Tigers, 1st down and 10. Woods under center, takes the snap. He gives it to Brown. Brown is caught behind the line, struggles forward to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Good defensive read, and I'm trying to tell exactly who that was. Oh, I think that was Caleb Shelton.
Caleb Shelton, Trinston Jackson over there for sure, and maybe, well, there was one other. There were 3 Tigers who were in on that stop containing Brown over there as they tried to get around that right end.
Caleb, a fine young defensive lineman for the Tigers. We're really looking for big things from him.
So Woods takes the snap, 2nd down and 10. He looks to throw, throws to his left, and it's incomplete to number 16, Matt Taylor. Taylor unable to hang on, and looked like he might have been in trouble had he made that catch.
Over on the field, so I'm not sure exactly what we got. That's it's in the defensive backfield, so that's kind of seems to be a little question as to what that could be. Unusual place for a flag because all the action was on this side of the field. Flags on the other side of the field.
Well, we're fixing to get the signal here.
Illegal participation.
So Farmerville had too many players on the field, and they'll back them up a few yards here.
Big penalty.
Yeah, and just one of those situations, Fred, where got a kid that was in the last time, thought he was supposed to be in this time, something of that nature. And of course, the coaching staff didn't catch it, and they assessed the penalty. Well, actually, they're talking to Coach Dalrymple about it to see if they want the penalty, and yes, they will take the penalty. And they say no, they're going to decline it. Second down and 10, or excuse me, third down and 10.
They will play third down on the 15-yard line.
It must have been only a 5-yard penalty.
So the penalty will not be assessed. Instead, they'll lose the down. Third down and 10 from the 15. Woods working from the shotgun. Sends Johnson in motion. Throws it to Hendricks. Good blocking over there. Great blocking over there, and he's in. No, we got a holding back at the 11-yard line. And I saw it, Fred, but I was watching the ball carrier, and so I released it and went on. But holding against the Farmers. That'll take them back to the 21, and they'll repeat third down.
Yeah, I'm like you. I really didn't see who they were holding. I just kind of was watching the ball carrier, but out of the corner of my eye, I did see what I thought was a hold, definitely.
I think Tristan Jackson was over there on one of the wideouts. He was trying to get to the ball carrier, and his man was hanging on for dear life. They call that a stalk block, and sometimes they get their hands involved, which is illegal.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Oak Grove has certainly been good at is the receivers blocking downfield. That's why had a lot of really successful years, because we had some people that did it very well, like Eric Newman.
Third and 16 from the 21-yard line for the Farmers. And he rolls to his right, throws deep. He's got a man open, and he's got it. That's down there is number 13, Miko Murphy, one of his favorite targets, and that ties the ball game with 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Murphy shakes loose over there on that right side. He was wide open.
Actually, that was that's the second well-thrown ball of the night. I mean, it was beautiful. Hit him in stride, didn't slow up. It was like he threaded it.
Daniel Spruill on to attempt the extra point with Woods holding. Snap is down, the kick is up, it's good. Farmerville leads 7-6 here in the second quarter with 11 minutes remaining. Oak Grove will get the ball from the Farmers when we return. Welcome back as Miko Murphy sets to kick off. He just got through scoring on the 21-yard touchdown pass from Woods. Back deep are Pep Miller and Howard. This one goes to Howard's side, and he'll take it at about the 15-yard line. There goes Clay Howard. Oh, he's upended at the 35. A good play by Miko Murphy.
Miko's doing it all tonight. I tell you what, one thing you can say is Clay is not afraid to run the ball on the kickoff. There wasn't any hesitance in his steps.
M-E-K-O, Miko Murphy. And they'll spot it at the 36-yard line of the Tigers, where Cody Gregory will bring the Tiger offense onto the field, looking for another opportunity to score here in the second quarter. Oak Grove trails Farmerville 7-6 at this stage. Russell and Pep Miller in the backfield. Russell gets the ball. And Peyton across the 40 to the 41, a 5-yard gain, second down and 5.
All right, not a bad run there by Peyton. Good yardage for first down. And offensive line, I think, probably got a pretty good talking to, because, right there in that last series, we looked like we didn't look the first series.
It comes and goes this year, it seems like. Gayfield splits wide to the right, Jackson to the left. Gregory under center. Gives the ball off to to Harper. Harper down to the 44-yard line.
Well, the other night, Justin Harper had a couple of good runs against Franklin Parish. So.
Well, I guess they decided he fell down before anybody touched him, because they spotted at the 43-yard line. It'll be third down and 3.
That is amazing.
There were 2 officials that had it spotted at the 44, and Harper was actually at the 45. Gregory under center, 3rd down and 3. Gives the ball to Russell. Peyton Russell up the middle, out to the 46, and he'll be short of the 1st down slightly. It'll be 4th down and inches.
That's where that spot, I mean,
kills you.
Obviously. Wow.
And folks, I do get a lot of get a little flack from time to time for berating the officials about poor spotting of the football. And since I'm not down there on the field, maybe they do get, you know, a little mixed up about which hash mark they're working with and that sort of thing. But from up here, it just looks like they miss it pretty regularly. So they'll have to measure this one, and sure enough, it's 6 inches short. And so the Tigers will have 4th and inches with 9:18 left here in the 2nd quarter.
It looks like Coach Dalrymple is trying to build a little confidence into his offensive line, so he's telling them, hey, I believe in you, and I expect you to get the job done right here.
This is a very critical point to get the job done, as the Tigers of Oak Grove come back to the line of scrimmage on 4th and inches. Cody Gregory under center. Gives the ball to Russell. He has the 1st down, still on his feet. There goes Peyton. Oh, my. He was, thought he was down. Clay Howard in there quickly at the 44-yard line.
One official was pointing towards Farmerville, but
timeout Farmerville.
The guy with the white hat was pointing towards Oak Grove's ball.
So with 9:03 showing on the clock here in the 2nd quarter, Oak Grove trails Farmerville 7-6. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back. Welcome back. 9:03 left in the 2nd quarter. The Tigers with the football, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Farmers. We're in the 2nd quarter, and Farmerville leads the Tigers 7-6. Cody Gregory under center. Russell and Petmiller in the backfield. Gregory keeps it himself, and he's got lots of room. Cody Gregory right up the middle and down inside the 15-yard line to the 13, where it's 1st and 10 Oak Grove.
Well, that play just completely fooled the Farmerville Farmers. It's like they didn't think that the quarterback had the capability of running the football. So certainly that's the best play of the night for Oak Grove's offense, other than the touchdown pass.
And the other option for our quarterback, Cody Gregory, would be fullback. He's a very gritty, determined runner and does a great job when he gets in the open field with the football. Takes the snap, gives it to Joey on that 20 trap zoom, and they were just, I think what happened there, the Farmers actually were fooled on the play, and there was just 3 of them standing still over there. Joey ran right into the nest. Short gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Well, one thing I can say, the backs are hitting the hole pretty hard, and they're not timid, they're not shy, and sooner or later things are going to happen.
Absolutely, as Gregory brings the Tigers to the line of scrimmage. They're from the 12-yard line. Russell still on his feet, all the way down to the 15. Folks, that was from the 22. I've been 5 yards ahead of myself here on this series, as you probably have already noticed.
Well, that was certainly a very nice run by Peyton. You know, you're thinking, if he gets two yards downfield, and then when you hit him, he's going to pick up 7 yards because he's going to fall 5 yards.
It's 3rd down and 3 from about the 16-yard line, as Gregory brings the Tigers to the line. Gives the ball to Joey Petmiller. He pulls free from one, caught by another one after getting down to about the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the play. Is 4th down again, but only about 1.5 yards to go.
Well, right now, it looks like to me just the quick hitting plays seem to be the ones that are working. They are so quick. They really do have some quick linebackers and defensive linemen, and so we really haven't had a whole lot of success with those slow developing plays.
4th down and 1.5 yards to go over there from the 14-yard line as Gregory brings the Tigers up. The second fourth down conversion attempt in this series of downs as Gregory takes the snap, keeps the ball, pitches to Joey over the left side. He has to turn it back in. Does get the first down to around the 10-yard line before being stopped. Had to turn it back, though, as they got him contained out there on the outside.
Yeah, good decision making by Joey there to just realizing, hey, I've got to get 3 yards to get a first down, and I don't have to score a touchdown this play. Let's get the first down, then we got another shot at it. So that's what we need to do.
First and 10 from the 10. A first down almost impossible as they'd have to get down inside the 1 considerably in order to get another first down. So we've got 4 plays to get it in the end zone, Fred, as Gregory brings them to the line. Gayfield wide to the right, Clay Howard to the left, and touchdown Oak Grove. Peyton Russell takes it in for the Tigers from the 10-yard line, and it is 7-12 with 6:04 left in the second quarter. Peyton Russell doing a much better job tonight versus last week of getting that last 2 or 3 yards and driving with his legs.
Well, he carried 4 people into the end zone out there, Roy. So that's certainly that is a real good sign.
2-point conversion attempt as we missed the extra point attempt earlier in the game. And Gregory fumbles, and he's down when he picks it up, so that one will be no good. 12-7 is the score with 6:04 left in the first half. Oak Grove leads Farmerville. We'll be back with more Tiger football in just a moment. Kendrick Jackson, number 22, getting set to kick off for the Tigers after the touchdown run by Peyton Russell, 10-yard touchdown run by Russell. Tigers lead 12-7, 6 minutes left in the first half. As Jackson sets up here to kick it, he'll kick the high spinner down the left side of the field, taken by number 3. That is Trell Dixon. And Jackson will have to save the touchdown himself. And a flag on the play back at about the 46-yard line, and that's usually illegal blocking territory.
Holding or clipping or something. Kind of way away from the ball, too, which is...
Block in the back on the Farmers, and that'll back them up 15 yards from that, or 10. I can't remember which.
10 yards, I believe, isn't it?
Back to their own.
10 yards.
10 or 11, whichever he decides. Okay, 10. Back at the 44-yard line of the Farmers as Dixon brings it back on his own that time, getting a good block back there to get started, and then just flying around the side, and Jackson able to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, we didn't maintain our containment on our kickoff team. That was really not good.
Woods working from the shotgun. Lots of guys in motion. Woods runs to the right, calls his own number, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and slips a couple of tackles, finally down at about the 46, 2 of the hardest yards he'll ever earn.
Yeah, Cole McNeil finally corralled him and what would you call it, hog-tied him down?
You know, Fred, that's a play where you, as a head coach, you're just cringing, because all he needs to do is get on the ground, because you take such an enormous risk of injury struggling for that extra 6 inches. And as a quarterback, you really need to know better than that, as Woods lines up in the shotgun, second down and along 8, keeps the ball, spins free, and he's got some room, still on his feet, and some great blocking, and he steps out of bounds at the 19-yard line as the Eubanks 51 doing a great job of downfield blocking there for Woods. The play developed rather slowly as Woods was just kind of weaving his way through the defense there. Picks up the big gain.
Great effort on Woods' part. Certainly, I remember Eubanks as a sophomore years ago. he got a lot of playing time. So apparently he's a senior this year, and he's already made several big plays tonight.
So the Farmers from their own 19, from the Tiger 19, excuse me, Miko Murphy is the receiver. And Zonbrecker and Howard held him up, and then Justin Shelton finished him off over there, but not until he's down inside the 10 at the 6-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 2.
I was just about ready to say free, and Justin one of those impressive stops that we were used to seeing.
2nd down and 2.5 looks like, as the Farmers down in touchdown territory again. Hendricks, the ball carrier, he's at the 4 before being stopped. Justin Shelton making the tackle there at the 4-yard line, very close to a 1st down. Looks like it'll be 4th down and about a foot.
3rd down, I believe. Yeah, 3rd down, right?
Okay, yeah, that's
pass play.
so 3rd down. About a yard to go, according to the down marker over there. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. And
this always blows me away. 3rd down in inches, and they're going out of the shotgun.
Working from the shotgun. And they send Woods he fumbles the football. Oak Grove's got it. Oak Grove recovers the fumble at the 3-yard line.
Yep. No doubt about it. It was a fumble. Don't tell me they're going to have some discussion.
Just waiting to see who comes out of there with it. It's Justin Shelton. So Shelton comes up with the fumble recovery, and the Tigers will have the football with 3.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter and a 12-7 lead as the Farmers shoot themselves in the foot with the fumble there. And, of course, you've got to also give a little credit to that defensive line who was able to jar that one loose from Woods. And there again, Fred, trying to get just a little more.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell who knocked the ball loose. It was definitely one of the defensive linemen, I'm pretty sure of that. So big play, big play.
Jimmy Pettmiller brings the Tiger offense onto the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 3. Russell has the football. Peyton Russell out to the 5-yard line. A gain of 2, it'll be 2nd down. And, of course, it's ball control when you're that deep in your own territory.
Yeah, what would really be nice and would really break their back is for us to have about a 90-yard run for a touchdown. Now, I'm not making any predictions, Roy, but that sure would be nice.
Well, as a fan, you always hope for those big plays. They're the most exciting ones, and you always hope that the boys will be able to spring one like that. What I think Coach Dalrymple hopes for is a 3.5-minute drive and a score just as the clock expires in the first half. And this one goes back up the middle.
Fumbled the ball. Fumbled the ball. We got lucky. Oh, did we get lucky?
And they say that he was down before the ball came loose.
We really got a break right
And it sounded like the whistle blew, Fred. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, all I can say is, from my vantage point,
From up here, it looked like it came loose. So it's 3rd and 4 from the 9-yard line. Excuse me, folks. I'm trying to give them a little help here.
fortunate break there for the Tigers, and sometimes that happens.
Pettmiller brings them up to the line. Keeps the ball. Jimmy turns it up himself, and he gets hit pretty hard there at about the 13.5-yard line. Very, very close to a 1st down. And it is a 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers as Jimmy picks up about 4 there.
Jackelton Joyner, sophomore, that's the first time we've seen him make a play tonight, number 52, that I've noticed. So big play. That was a big hit.
He got all of Jimmy there as
He introduced himself.
the play clock at 20 seconds and counting. Jimmy doesn't look like he's shaken up on the play.
No, we know how tough Jimmy is.
1:40 showing on the game clock in the 2nd quarter as the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Russell and Joey Pettmiller in the backfield. This time it'll be Joey. Joey's, no. I got to hoping that was Joey. That was number 50, Jonathan Putman in there.
No, I think that was Joey, number 20.
Is that 50 or 60? That's 50. Jonathan Putman was not dressed out before the ball game. I don't know who's wearing his number.
Not sure either. That would be a good sign to see him getting some action.
That'd be fantastic, but he was not dressed out before the football game.
Yeah, number 52 made that tackle, so all of a sudden he's smelling the football.
So Jimmy pitches to Joey.
Get a block, get a block. Oh, come on.
Gayfield didn't want to help out there, didn't look like, Fred.
Yeah, we're still learning, though. We got to remember that that's a completely new position, but Kentrell's got a little bit to learn.
So it'll be timeout Farmers with 30 seconds left in the first half. Oak Grove has the football, 3rd down, and we'll get a little time with the coach. We'll be right back with the end of the first half. Welcome back. 30 seconds left in the first half after a Farmerville timeout. It's 3rd down and 8 at around the 15, 16-yard line. Ball is on the 16-yard line as Jimmy Pittmiller brings the Tigers up to the line of scrimmage. Gives the ball to Justin Harper, and Harper, and once again, no blocking. Timeout this time by the Farmers again. 23 seconds left on the clock. And Fred, we were talking before the timeout about, you know, the learning curve, and obviously there is a huge learning curve here, and the Farmers, of course, getting the 4th down or the 3rd down stop, forcing a 4th and long, and looks like the Tigers are going to punt, and that's exactly what the Farmers were hoping for, the reason they kept stopping the clock.
Yeah, and certainly the way they can pass the ball, don't think that they can't put some points on the board right now. So we need to get a good punt, and then we obviously have to put some pressure on the quarterback.
Justin Shelton, the punter. And Fred, I wouldn't be really all that surprised to see a fake punt here with this little of time left on the clock. And Justin Shelton, the punter, he may go ahead and bang one downfield, and he's going to kick it. And a good high kick. It'll be easy to cover. And Mako Murphy grabs it on the bounce, gets some blocks, but runs head on into number 83. Joey Pittmiller finally drags him out of bounds at the 7-yard line as Peyton Russell couldn't bring him down.
And I just don't know if Peyton thought he was down, because it sure looked like to me that
Looked like he turned him loose.
Yeah.
3 seconds showing on the clock. Time for one play from the 6-yard line, excuse me. The Farmers have one last opportunity here in the first half.
Well, they certainly throw a good slant in, so we got to be real careful, especially up on the right side over there. They giving him a lot.
Woods takes the snap, looks for Murphy, and throws it underneath.
Got a flag, and it's going to be on defense.
Caleb Shelton going to be penalized. Looks like he was there in plenty of time, roughing the passer. Judgment call, and obviously you have to give it to him. Michael Johnson, the intended receiver, it was thrown right at his knees. He couldn't hang on, and so they'll get one last opportunity with no time showing on the clock. They'll come at him from the 3-yard line.
You know, and that's kind of, I'm like you, that is really a judgment call, because they're getting to the point where they're protecting quarterbacks, and they're going, the pendulum is going the other way.
So Woods is under center for one of the first times this evening from the 3-yard line. Looks to throw, throws it up in the air and overthrows his man, and the half is over with Oak Grove leading the Farmers of Farmerville 12-7 here in Farmerville, Louisiana.
Good defense.
One half of football gone, one half left to play. We'll be back with the second half after this word. As we set to start the second half, Miko Murphy tees it up for the Farmers back deep. Our Howard and Petmiller for the Tigers. Tigers lead this one 12-7 after a first half that was somewhat of a comedy of errors. Howard takes it at the 21-yard line, and he's loose. Clay Howard, Miko Murphy's the only one that can catch him, and he does. Down at the 35-yard line of the Farmers is Clay Howard, and Miko Murphy saves the touchdown as Clay Howard breaks it into the open field, and the Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Farmers.
We had said earlier that Clay certainly would like the way that he's running the ball on kickoffs, and I definitely would like to see the ball in his hand a little bit more. I think he's got a lot of fun.
Clay was full speed ahead there and doing a great job of bringing that one back to where the Tigers have a great field position to start the second half. Cody Gregory brings the Tigers onto the field. 1st and 10. And Russell gets the call, and there's nowhere to go as he was actually in the grasp before he got a hold of the football. 2nd down and 10.
Right now our offensive line is being dominated by Farmerville's defensive line, and you really kind of surprising because when you come out the second half, you're fresh, and a lot of times that very first drive is a good series.
So the Tigers, 2nd down and 10 on the 35-yard line of the Farmers. They lead 12-7. Gregory keeps the ball, has to keep it. Flag on the play. Looked like they're going to call Joey for holding over there. That's where the flag was thrown.
Quentin Branch on the tackle. The flag on the play. Face mask.
Gregory, for some reason,
May be inadvertent 5 yards.
didn't quite maybe like the read that he made. But,
Face mask penalty. Good one for the Tigers. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 30-yard line, 31. 2nd down and 6 from the 31-yard line. Had a little trouble deciding where to put the football that time, Fred.
I think they got it right, though.
I do too.
It looked like a 7-yard penalty there.
So Cody brings them up, 2nd down. And Gayfield was still in motion when the ball was snapped. Cody slammed immediately with absolutely no time to do anything there. And it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Stop the clock on the running play, so that's usually a penalty.
Illegal man in motion. Cantrell Gayfield was still running for this sideline over here after the ball was snapped. And so that'll be declined, looks like.
Number 55 made that tackle, and that's Rags, excuse me. And he's just a freshman, according to the program. I tell you what, he's a good-looking freshman.
3rd down for the Tigers. Gregory looks to throw. Caught from behind, fumble. Petmiller picks it up. Joey Petmiller still on his feet and down at the 39-yard line, where it'll be 4th down. And Cody caught from behind there.
Joey gets up with him. Definitely a punt down. Again, got to have a little bit more time than that to be able to close.
4th down and about 14 yards to go as the Tigers unable to make any headway on that series. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Tigers with a 12-7 lead as Justin Shelton sets up to punt. Miko Murphy back at his own 10-yard line. Dangerous return man. Justin, a high hanging punt. And Gayfield watches it roll. It's down inside the 5 and down at the 4-yard line where the Farmers will take it 1st and 10, and a great job that time by the punting unit of the Tigers.
Well, that's we're certainly going to make them earn any score that they might potentially get, and certainly I think this is going to be a pivotal series of downs right here, because this is going to set the tone for the second half.
Very important for the Tiger defense to come up big here and make sure that they don't turn these Farmers loose, as Miko Murphy and number 8 Johnson split wide to the left. Woods in the backfield. Looks to throw. Quick out there to Murphy. Miko Murphy caught by Justin Shelton at about the 8 or 9 yard line. A gain of about 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, Zonbreaker slowed him down. Lee did, but he let him slip the tackle. And of course, Miko is, we already know, a very good athlete, because he broke free from earlier on that punt return. I mean, right at the end of the half, and that just tells you how strong he is. He's deceptively strong.
Plenty of speed and plenty of strength. Very dangerous runner. As Woods takes the snap, keeps the ball, tries to get some room, and Justin Harper gets a hold of him, gets some backup from his buddies, and able to contain him for a slight loss on the play.
Actually, that was a huge play by Justin, because that is the play that Woods got big yardage on right there at the end of the second quarter, when actually the Farmers drove down to about the 3 yard line but fumbled the ball. So
Ree Philly and Nick Van Mall helping out there on the play, as well as a couple of those linemen for the Tiger defense. It's 3rd down and 6. Woods gives the ball to Murphy. Miko Murphy caught in the backfield by Clay Howard for a big loss back at the 5 yard line.
Trenton, isn't that Trenton Jackson?
It was 31. Okay, 31 is Jackson, yeah. I thought it was 21.
Yeah, right.
So Jackson with the big play back there backs them up to 4th down and long. They'll have to punt the football on to handle the punting chores. Number 37, Adam Ferret.
And we got Clay Howard going to touch the ball again, and certainly we've seen some nice things. Earlier, he had a 20-yard punt return in the first half.
So Farmerville uses their first timeout of the second half here prior to the punt. Evidently, they didn't have the right crew out there, and they're going to go ahead and burn the timeout. And sure enough, there goes big number 99 hustling onto the field, Justin Brown.
That's a freshman,
And a very costly mistake, because now you're down to 2 timeouts, and that may prove to be a big problem late in the ball game. So Ferret back deep in his own end zone to handle the punting duties.
We can put a little pressure on this punt.
Howard back at about the 37, 38 yard line to receive. And Ferret, a high snap. He gets it off, a little low line drive punt. And it's going to roll dead at the 40 yard line, where it'll be Oak Grove's football. 1st and 10 at the 40 yard line of the Farmers with 7:23 left in the 3rd quarter. Oak Grove leading 12-7.
They got dangerously close to a Oak Grove Tiger that was blocking and didn't realize the ball was right there.
And it got to spinning and bouncing, and you always cringe a little when you see that happening from up here. I'm sure down on the field it looked like it was farther away from him than it did up here.
Actually, they're saying it touched a Farmerville ball player back on the 30-yard line, so that's a 10-yard gain.
So they give Oak Grove the football at the 31-yard line. And understandably, the Farmerville coach was asking for an explanation there. Couldn't really understand why they were getting those 9 yards.
I knew it took a funny bounce all of a sudden, and I was wondering. It was hard to tell from this angle, Roy.
Jimmy Pettmiller, the quarterback.
There we go. That's what we
Peyton Russell, touchdown Oak Grove, as the fullback makes it into the open field for the first time in 3 games. And Fred, we've been waiting to see that for a while.
long overdue, and I'm hoping to see that about a dozen more times between now and the end of the year. Minimum.
18-7 with 7:17 left in the 3rd quarter, as Peyton Russell blasts through the line of scrimmage and gets free for the score. And yes, sir, we saw it a lot last year, and it sure was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and I'd like to give the defense credit for that run right there, because they did their job and allowed
Absolutely.
us to get the ball back.
Going for the 2-point conversion attempt. Jimmy pitches to Joey. Joey with a little room, and he's got it. 2 points. 27 is the score. 7:17 left in the third quarter. Oak Grove leading Farmerville. We'll be back with more Tiger football right after this word from our sponsors. Kendrick Jackson set to kick off for the Tigers here in the third quarter after a 31-yard touchdown run from Peyton Russell, the fullback for Oak Grove, which stretches the score to 27 in favor of the Tigers. Dixon, number 3. Excuse me, that's, Dixon, number 3, out to the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Farmerville.
Good coverage there by the Tigers, and certainly, 24-yard line, that's not bad for high school.
Not bad at all, as the Farmers will have to now overcome the problems that they faced on that last offensive possession, as they couldn't advance the ball effectively against the Tiger defense. And Woods brings the Farmers up to the line. Takes the snap, gives the ball to Hendricks. Hendricks through the line of scrimmage and out to the 29 or 30-yard line before being stopped. They thought it might have been a fumble, but
he must have been down. And I am going to make this comment that we're going to recover some more fumbles before the end of the night, because they sure are carrying that ball loosely.
They do a lot of wide open running with the ball kind of flipped out to the side, and that's a very dangerous way to carry the football in the modern era, as most defensive specialists know how to reach for it. Woods calls his own number, caught by Shelton from behind, but not until after he picks up the first down at the 36-yard line.
Nice read by Justin, but certainly that play scares me every time they run it. Last time we stopped it for no gain, but it's kind of like one of those, it's kind of like Peyton Russell. You're feeling like he's going to bust it just about any time he runs that play.
A.J. Woods, the quarterback for the Farmers, always dangerous and does a good job that time in picking up the first down. With 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson with Hendricks alongside. He gives the ball up to Hendricks. Good block back there. Number 52, Jakelton Joyner, doing a good job, and all the way out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Just a moment ago, I felt a raindrop. I just can't imagine where that came from. Not a cloud in the sky.
May have been one of those birdies that was circling over. And the Farmers, 2nd down and 2 from the 44-yard line. And Hendricks caught from behind by Shelton and thrown for a loss. Excellent job by Caleb Shelton, the right tackle on that defensive line, going all the way across the field to the left and picking him up from behind. Great job.
Yeah, that's anytime you make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, to me, that is special. I almost enjoy that as much as I do seeing, points scored on the board.
Excellent job defensively. Brings up 3rd down and 3. Woods in the shotgun. Calls his own number, and Philly stuffs him. He's pulled down from behind back there by big number 76, John Robert Warner, and Philly stopped him, and John Robert took him on down. So it'll be 4th down, and the punting unit heading back out on the field possibly. Actually, I don't think so. Big number 99's in there. Yeah, there's Ferret, number 37. He got out there before I realized he was on his way. And Oak Grove will call the timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
4:48 showing on the clock here in the third quarter. Oak Grove leads 20-7. Welcome back as the Tigers call timeout with 4th down and 4. The Farmers with Ferret back to punt. They did send 2 men wide, Spruill and Johnson. Back deep is Howard. Ferret will punt. Gets it off. It's another low spinner. It's going to go out of, well, actually it's going to stop rolling at the 25-yard line where it'll be Oak Grove's football. With 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter, Oak Grove will take it over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Certainly, Kendrick, I think, is probably going to get some coaching about kind of staying away from that ball when it's rolling, because you never know what's going to happen. And I think we're seeing that coaching take place right this minute. If it takes a bad bounce, the next thing you know, it's Farmerville's ball.
So the Tigers come to the line with Cody Gregory under center. Peyton Russell in the backfield at fullback. Joey Pettmiller at tailback. Joey gets the call. And he's grabbed going through the line. Number 35 was there to get a hand on him, Phillips. And then he spun off of him and got tackled with after a gain of 2 out of the 27.
Yeah, that play just has not worked tonight. And certainly sometimes when you have a defense that is not a traditional defense, that's a play that doesn't work.
Well, their linebackers are kind of floating there, just kind of waiting on somebody to come up with the football. And the offensive line preoccupied with the guys trying to get the pass rush. Gregory gives the ball to Pettmiller, gets creamed just as he turns it loose. Joey able to pick up a couple of yards, but Miko Murphy hitting Joey back there at the original line of scrimmage, and he deflects off of him and picks up another couple of yards out to the 29, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 29-yard line.
Yeah, this is pretty important play right here, because Farmerville definitely wants to get the ball back, and we know they've got some weapons.
So Oak Grove doing their best to mount a sustained drive here and chew up a little clock time as Cody Gregory captains the offense. We're still swapping quarterbacks each series of offensive possession. Cody keeps, caught behind the line. Look at him go. Struggles forward out to the 30, but it'll be 4th down and 5 from the 30, and Oak Grove will be forced to punt.
Run for some big yardage.
Justin Shelton set to punt for the Tigers. Murphy back deep to receive. Justin gets it off, shanks it off the right side of his foot, but it's spinning and doing a good job as it'll roll inside the 30-yard line where it'll be downed by the Tigers, and it'll be Farmerville's football at the 30-yard line. And so a 40-yard gain on that punt from the line of scrimmage.
That was a good play for the Tigers, and certainly it makes you wonder why Farmerville is that deep trying to return a punt, because if he had, fielded the punt, or even with a fair catch, would have saved them, 15
yards. So the Farmer offense back on the field. Woods and Hendricks in the backfield. Miko Murphy wide to the left, and that's Kendrick Jackson's man, number 22 for the Tigers. He'll be challenged to guard Murphy. That's where he's looking, and he throws right. Oh, right through the hands of Spruill, and number 8, Michael Johnson, just unable to grab that one right through his hands, as Clay Howard, providing the defense over there, was right with him but couldn't get his hands on the football.
Yeah, we just better be glad that wasn't Miko Cleveland, because there's Miko
Murphy, yeah. There are a couple of Clevelands still here on the team at Farmerville. We haven't had the opportunity to call their number very often this evening. It's 2nd and 10 from the 30.
Perfectly thrown ball by the quarterback.
Woods and the Farmers, and it's a bad snap, and Philly in there, able to hold him up, and down he goes as a couple of Tigers just barely missed the kill shots, and a loss of 7 on the play back to the 23-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 17. Great job by the Tiger defense after the bad snap, and Woods unable to field it. Finally picks it up, and the Tigers were on him.
Well, all you can say is we're playing a lot better defense the second half.
Very aggressive and doing a good job of plugging the holes. The wide open offense for the Farmers. And Woods throws again. This time it is Murphy. And what a tremendous catch, Fred Eubanks. Give it to the young man. That was an outstanding catch, and he's shaking up on the play. It'll be an official timeout, injury timeout. Murphy probably knocked the breath out of himself as he landed on the football.
He is a money ball player. We already know that.
And that'll be a big first down across midfield at about the 47 or 48-yard line of the Tigers.
That flag is against them. Yep.
So an illegal block in the back.
Pass interference, offensive.
Okay, offensive pass interference.
And I think what they did was block while the ball was in the air. In other words, if you're
Exactly.
trying to block a defensive back, trying to cover
Not allowed to
receiver, you're not allowed to do
block while the ball's underway with 1:57 left in the third quarter. That'll back the Farmers up deep in their own territory, and they'll repeat third down after the 10-yard or 15-yard penalty.
Now, what they call that, a lot of times you'll see it on TV, it's a pick. It's an illegal pick. And that may have been one of the reasons Miko Murphy was wide open. So
From the 13-yard line, a fourth down, so they lose the down as well. Will force the punt.
this is huge. Yep.
So Ferret back to punt, and Howard back to receive, standing at the 45-yard line, which is way too deep. But a rifle of a kick, and Clay Howard is going to let it roll free. And it'll stop at the 48.5-yard line of the Farmers, and it'll be Oak Grove's football at their own 40 or at the 48-yard line of the Farmers with a minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Jimmy Petmiller, number 16, the quarterback for the Tigers on this series, gives the ball to Harper or Shelton, one, the wingback, and it is Justin Shelton. And he's complaining to the referee. The boys, a lot of extracurricular activity after the whistle blows. And no flag on the play, but a gain of 4, second down and 6.
Justin, that was actually a nice carry by Justin because 4 people rode him for 4 yards. Actually about 5 yards because they hit him about a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by Shelton. Petmiller under center. Takes the snap. Pitches the ball to big brother Joey. Joey going to try to make something out of nothing, and does fight back to the line of scrimmage before being driven out of bounds. And outstanding job back there by Jimmy just to get rid of the football, and then Joey to recover well enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down.
Unfortunately, it looks like Jimmy hurt that defensive lineman that was trying to tackle.
I have told him, take it easy on them big offensive linemen, defensive linemen. With 46 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter, we'll take an injury timeout as one of the Farmers has a cramp. We'll be right back. Welcome back as the injured player for the Farmers is able to get up and trot off the field. He'll be back in the ball game shortly. In the meantime, it's third down and 5 from the 43-yard line. Jimmy Petmiller under center. Goes around the left side, and caught from behind and taken down just short of the first down as Miko Murphy able to get a hand on Jimmy there, and it'll be fourth down and short as Coach Dalrymple needs to make a decision with 27 seconds. As a matter of fact, it looks like he's going to get a break here as the play clock will be longer than the game clock. And I believe the Tigers are going to go for it, even though the clock would expire here in the third quarter without running the play. And he takes the snap, hands it up the middle to Russell. He has the first down at the 35-yard line, and that's the end of the third quarter. Oak Grove with a 27 lead over Farmerville. And we'll begin the fourth quarter with Oak Grove in possession of the football. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Farmerville. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter. As the Tigers with the football, 1st and 10, gives the ball to Shelton. Justin Shelton caught after getting the football a yard deep. And as you say, Fred, no chance there as that hole not only closed up, it never was there.
Yeah, he was waiting for him, and he was broke down in good, tackling position, so there's just no way to get anything out of that.
2nd down and 11 from the 36. And once again, as a matter of fact, that time, I don't know what happened over there. Either he was lined up in the Oak Grove backfield or somebody shot him out of a cannon back there. But in the backfield before the snap was one of the Farmers.
It almost looked like maybe there was a mix-up on the snap count or something like that because we didn't move.
Our offensive line didn't go anywhere, and the Farmer defensive line did. So it'll be 3rd down and a long 12 for the Tigers. Jimmy pitches to Joey. There's good containment over there.
There we go.
And Joey able to squirt forward to the 30, but that and a flag on the play.
What could that be?
It was way after the end of the play.
It's going to be interesting to see what that is.
Block in the back against the Tigers. Well, it'll be interesting to see if they take the penalty.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
And yes, they take the penalty, and it'll back the Tigers up to the 45-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 20. Would have been 4th down and 5 from the 30. Yeah, you got to take it.
Yeah.
Because the Tigers would go for it in that area.
Yeah,
And they've been very successful on 4th down conversions so far this evening. So Jimmy and the Tigers here, 3rd and 20. Looks to throw, plenty of time, gets it off, hits one of the Farmers in the back, and incomplete. 4th down from the 45-yard line, and the punting unit will come on. A lot of traffic over there, and Jimmy probably should have thrown that one deep and away.
Yeah, we had 2 receivers in the same area, which
Same box.
I just don't understand that. Somebody I think had a little bit of a mix-up.
So Justin Shelton back to punt for the Tigers with 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in the ball game. A quick rush, he gets it away. Nice high punt.
What are we doing?
And an excellent Oak Grove bounce. Joey picks it up at the 27.5-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Farmers, and they'll mark it at the 27. With 10 minutes left in the ball game, Oak Grove with a 20-7 lead against the Farmers. Well, the Farmerville offense comes back on the field, and as you have pointed out several times, they have all the weapons they need to do a lot of quick striking, but of course they've been shut down by the Oak Grove defense and penalties on their own squad in the last several series. And looks like Woods is going to go ahead and ground it. Nobody in the area, but he was outside the pocket, so I don't suppose that is grounding.
Right, now that was actually smart quarterbacking.
2nd and 10. And a good job that time by Woods to avoid the rush and avoid the loss.
Yeah, we had obviously several defenders there. What is that, Nick Van Maal that was putting good pressure.
Reefilly and Nick Van Maal lining up at defensive end for the Tigers. And by the way, that is not their normal position. They've graduated into that this year. Woods dumps it off to Hendricks. Hendricks waiting on his blocking. Gets a couple, hurdles over some folks, and down at about the 35-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 2.
That was definitely an impressive play by that young man.
Hendricks very patient there.
Justin Shelton is back at the safety position, and certainly I know a lot of Tiger fans are very comfortable with that move.
Justin going both ways, platooning at wingback on offense with Justin Harper, and then both of them playing defense the majority of the time. Woods keeps the ball himself, runs through the traffic, and finds a crease, still on his feet, spinning and weaving, finally taken down at about the 40-yard line of the Tigers.
And I see a bunch of Tigers laying around. Justin Shelton slow getting up.
So some very aggressive blocking and running by the Farmers gets them a 1st down inside Tiger territory at the 41-yard line.
Unfortunate, because if he didn't follow his block out there on the outside, and if he'd have went outside, it would have been touchdown.
So Woods making a big 1st down there for the Farmers. Keeps them in the ball game, tries the same thing again. This time he's caught at the line of scrimmage, but does lean forward for a yard out just across the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and a long 8. Refilling number 27. Slow getting up. Looks like he's got ankle trouble there. Not wanting to put any weight on that ankle. Ree is working out a cramp. Looks like probably instead of an ankle, yeah, there he goes. He's going to go ahead and walk it off, but he'll have to come off the field. Hustling out on the field, number 73, DJ Dunn for the Tigers. And then he hustles back off the field. And now he hustles back on the field. Timeout, Oak Grove, as there's some confusion. And Oak Grove burns their 2nd time out of the 2nd half with 8:22 remaining in the ball game. Oak Grove leading Farmerville 20-7. We'll be right back. 2nd down and 8 from the 39-yard line. The Farmers with 8:22 left in the ball game. Woods with the quick out to Murphy. And Murphy caught out there. Looked like Joey Petmiller in the ball game at corner. Back to try and help out. Stops Murphy without much of a gain there, maybe a yard. Yeah, they'll go ahead and give him 2 yards where he never did quite make it that far. But anyway, they gave him a couple of yards. 3rd down and 6.
I think that's good defense to get Joey back, get him out there on the field. Certainly we need a big stop right here.
Woods in the shotgun, 3rd down, rolls left. He's going to throw it over the middle. And Shelton had taken a knee. Otherwise, that's a pick. Intended receiver number 16 for the Farmers, Matt Taylor, unable to come up with the ball.
Yeah, good containment by the defensive end out there. I think that was Lee Zombreaker that was actually somehow out there containing. And so certainly quarterback threw it a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
7.5 minutes left in the ball game. It's 4th down and 6. The Farmers are going to go for it. They trail by 2 touchdowns and obviously feel like that with time being the big factor, they're going to have to do something. Woods going to have to run it. And Woods has the 1st down at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's, we were bragging that we had good containment on the play before. Unfortunately, we came to this side and containment broke totally down.
Good job on the in the defensive backfield of covering the receivers. making sure that there was no one to throw to, but then Woods found some running room, picks up the first down, 1st and 10. Farmerville at the 29-yard line. Woods throws deep for the end zone. Nobody there but a Tiger. Joey unable to get back there as Woods throws it out the back of the end zone. 2nd down and 10.
Well, Woods may have looked pretty good in the first half throwing the ball. Actually, the second half, he's showing some signs of desperation. So
that one, I think, I don't know if he threw it away on purpose or if he thought he had a guy going back there.
Miko Murphy was trying to slip back there. And he just
looked like Miko had kind of button hooked back under the coverage, and Woods threw it deep. 2nd down and 10 from the 29, and no, it's not too much time. There was still 12 seconds left there, so evidently we noticed a guy lining up in the neutral zone out there, one of the receivers trying to get a head start. That's an inaccurate call.
Actually, it could be if somebody didn't have is it illegal equipment or something? I don't know what.
I don't know. Delay of game is the signal, and they'll back them up 5 yards where it'll be 2nd down and 15.
It was 12 seconds left on the play clock. So.
From the 33-yard line. Woods under pressure, gets it off. Intercepted. Joey Petmiller going down the far sideline. Only a couple of guys to beat as he turns it back inside. Out of bounds. And should be a penalty over there as he was well out of bounds while they were still trying to
we just want the interception.
Make the tackle, and it'll be Tigers football inside the 40-yard line of the Farmers as Joey Petmiller comes up with the interception.
Yes, Skillet Petmiller.
Oh, Skillet. Able to pick that one up. He's a junior this year. I guess when you graduate from sophomore to junior, you learn how to catch.
I guarantee you.
7 minutes left in the ball game. Oak Grove has the football back. Cody Gregory brings the Tigers onto the field, protecting a 13-point lead from the 36-yard line. Gregory hands it off inside to Russell. Russell forward for about 4 yards to the 32.
All right. I think we're just going to do what we do best. That's eat up some clock.
Grind down that old clock, which is our friend at the moment. If we can use up a little time here and hold on to the football. 2nd down and 7 after the gain by Russell, about 3.5 yards.
Being an old defensive back, that was a beautiful play.
That was a fantastic play there. So Gregory comes up under center, takes the snap, gives the ball to Russell, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
I don't think anybody on the Farmerville team was fooled by that play.
Looked like they kind of stopped up that little hole there.
Yeah, you know, and it's kind of one of those deals where you think, boy, if we fake a dive into the line and just happen to take it outside, which I know that we're not necessarily trying to score right now, but it sure would be nice to pick up a little insurance.
So the Tigers holding on to the football. 3rd down and 6 at the 32-yard line of the Farmers. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. Gregory keeps, pitches to Petmiller, goes inside and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all as Hendricks and Cleveland, LeKeldrick Cleveland, make the stop. 4th down. We are in 4th down territory, and Gregory will stay on the field with the offensive unit, and they'll go for it here with 4th and 6.
Yeah, and actually I thought that play had a little bit more potential there, but for some reason it just didn't.
5 minutes remain in the ball game, and that play closed up quickly.
Defenders took a good angle.
Gregory
Oh, come on.
keeps it. Oh, still on his feet, but only picks up about a yard down to the 31.5-yard line, where it'll be Farmerville football. And the defensive unit of Oak Grove will come back on the field and and try to do what they've done the entire second half and stop Farmerville. As a matter of fact, they have stopped Farmerville ever since the very first offensive possession.
Yeah, Farmerville was 3 and out on the first offensive.
True, and then the second one, yeah. So with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the game clock, we'll take a water break and be back with more Tiger football. We're back with 4.5 minutes left in the ball game. Oak Grove leading Farmerville 20-7. Woods and company on the field. Need more players, getting time to get set up there from the officials. And the Farmers have to do something quick here as Woods and his offensive unit have been stopped consistently by the Tigers since the early part of the ball game. Philly back there to slow him down. Caleb Shelton finishing him off. A loss on the play.
That's the way you're supposed to play defensively.
Of 3 yards. So back at the 28-yard line, it'll be second down and 13.
Good play by Reed. Stayed at home. I mean, they ran to the weak side of the field. And if you don't stay at home, it's bad news for the defense.
No huddle offense, and Woods caught from behind by Lee Zonbrecker. And John Robert Warner in there quickly as well, and all the way back to the 21-yard line, and it'll bring up third down and 20 from the 21-yard line.
Lee looks like he's feeling a lot more comfortable at that other defensive end, so all of a sudden I'm starting to feel a whole lot better about our defensive end.
Doing a good job. The cornerbacks doing a great job of keeping those receivers covered. Murphy on this side, Woods going the other way, and pulled down by Key and Harper over there at about the 25-yard line.
Well, right now,
It's fourth down and 16, and they'll have to punt as Ferret comes on with 3 minutes left in the ball game. Well, Fred, that's pretty much a sign of, okay, this one's in the books.
kind of surprised that, first of all, the quarterback really had to throw the ball in. That's not a running down.
Nobody was open. The receivers were under the coverage, and there's nowhere to go as Ferret gets it off. Nobody back for the Tigers. They're just going to let it go where it goes. It's going to roll inside the 40 to the 39-yard line before the grass pulls it down with 2 minutes, 38 seconds left in the ball game. Oak Grove takes over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Well, Fred, it has been all Oak Grove defense since the first quarter of the ball game, and the Oak Grove offense has moved the ball fairly consistently, but they've just been trading back and forth, and Oak Grove has come out on the long end of the stick.
Well, obviously, we still have a lot of work to do on the offensive side of the ball, Roy.
Jimmy Pettmiller in the ball game at quarterback. Takes the snap, gives the ball off to Joey. Joey over the right side has the first down out near midfield.
But then again, every once in a while you see that glimmer of hope. And certainly, I'm definitely feeling better than I did after the Raven. Of course, we know Raven had a great ball team, but we still didn't play good against a great ball team.
So with 2.5 minutes left, Oak Grove have its first and 10 at midfield. And the Tigers look like they're going to pick up their first win of the season here, Fred. A very important win at this stage in the season for this young Tiger team. Give them a little confidence and momentum as we head to the Sterlington game next Thursday night. The give is to Shelton. Justin Shelton over the right side, still on his feet, fighting through tackles across the 30-yard line at the 29-yard line of Farmerville. Justin Shelton with a 21-yard gain.
All right, that's a confidence builder for Justin. I mean, we really need him to do that a whole lot more.
out of that wing position that has been stuffed so often over there on that right side. He was able to spring it that time for the big gain.
Earlier in the night, they just seem like they've been waiting on that play, and so it is, I think, a good sign to see that. Maybe we made some adjustments in our blocking scheme, but something's caused that play to look a lot better.
Jimmy Pettmiller brings the Tigers up to the line. Fumble snap, and looks like Peyton able to cover it up there at the 30. A loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
If we hurry up, we can probably get a couple more plays. I know we're not necessarily trying to score, but certainly I'd like to see what we can do offensively.
2nd down and 11 at the 30-yard line, as the Tigers of Oak Grove have posted their first victory of the season by all accounts. It's 1 minute left in the ball game and a 2-touchdown lead, so you have to presume that that'll be the case. Anything can happen, but as of right now, we're going to pretty much call this one for the Tigers, as Joey Pettmiller, the ball carrier, out to the original line of scrimmage, and maybe just a little more. It'll be 3rd down and about 10.
This is going to be a victory over a double-A opponent. Actually, last week we talked that Farmerville, had a pretty good outing against a triple-A Mansfield. So, certainly, we're going to have to get a whole lot better, though, if we're going to be at the level that we're used to for Oak Grove Tigers.
This will be the final play of the ball game, as the clock stands at about 10 seconds. Jimmy keeps the ball, cuts it inside, and he's down with the clock expiring. The ball game is over. Oak Grove wins 20-7 over the 2A Farmerville Farmers.